Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another backlog build and review. Let's get the Wheel of Destiny up on the screen and see what it's got in store for us today. Are you as excited as I am? Yes, finally! We're finally going to build the classic Fun Hole record store. Stick around, this one's a beauty. I'm Mighty Joe, and you're watching. Once again, everyone, welcome back to another brick-clicking episode of Brick by Brick with Mighty Joe. As the Wheel of Destiny indicated, today we're going to be building the classic Fun Hole record store. This set is absolutely gorgeous. Another detailed set from Fun Hole, who is now Lumibricks. Let's take a look at the box and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This set right here, absolutely gorgeous. The Fun Hole record store is set number F9058, consists of 1,980 pieces, and is rated for ages 16 and up. On the back of the box, you can see a picture of the record store alongside the skate shop, which is also part of the Street Fusion series. And on this side, you can see all 6 of our minifigures displayed for your viewing pleasure. Just an awesome set, you guys. Let's get it open and see what's inside. The Fun Hole record store is a multi-form modular building, meaning that it comes apart and opens up from all angles for playability. It does contain 15 LED light points, over 10 different album covers, and over 99 printed elements with no stickers. Opening up the box, you are greeted with your instruction manuals. This set does come with 3 instruction manuals. They are well illustrated and easy to follow. Very high quality books, you guys. Some people collect the boxes, some people collect the books, so you win in this situation both ways because the box is very sturdy and the manuals are just a joy to go through. Opening this one up, you see that we do have our old style Fun Hole service card with the old email address for customer service. We've got an awesome depiction of the model blown apart here with the lounge, the record store, and the recording studio there in the center. A little inspiration on the set, some really cool visuals of the set, a little bit about the lighting here, and then over here shows what lights come in what bags, your brick separator and how to use it. Also got your tools, information on your battery box, and then they show the different lighting kits or lighting elements in the kit and how to connect them so that you can test them. And then it shows what bag makes which part of the set. Kind of like a little preview of what's to come. All right, now we do have the minifigures explained here, and I didn't know until recently that the legs are actually labeled left and right. And also they do come in the F bag. And then you go into the book and you can start seeing that page by page, piece by piece, brick by brick. It's pretty easy to put together. Very well illustrated. The color match is really good. Yeah, this is going to be one heck of a build. I've been waiting to build this for a while, and I'm glad I'm finally able to. So now we get to our orange box of greatness. That's what I like to call it. This is the Fun Hole light kit. Every Fun Hole set comes with a light kit. And opening it up, you'll see that this kit does have the instructions here on your battery boxes and care for them. This particular set does have 3 envelopes of lighting. All right. And then, of course, also we do have our battery box, which you can use, or you can put any of these sets on a USB that's also included in case you want to use a brick. And we have our customary tools, our tweezers and our screwdriver. Yep, so that is our lighting kit. And now looking at this, let's get all these pieces spread out so we can get a good look at them. So here we have our lighting kit, instruction manuals, and then we've got all of our pieces. It is 11 steps. There you go. All right, folks, those are the pieces. Let's dust off a vinyl, throw it on the record player, get this thing snapped together so we can do a beautiful in-depth review of the classic Fun Hole record store. Are you ready? Let's go! All right, folks, that's the build. Now let's take a deeper look at the Fun Hole record store. All right, so starting as per usual, we're going to go ahead and get started by checking out our minifigures. Here we have the 6 minifigures that come with the Fun Hole record store. You can see that they've got some amazing printing on them. I know they have their quirks and take some getting used to, but I do enjoy the minifigures from Lumibricks. They're unique. Awesome little prints on here. I love the little lightning bolts on the back of this jacket. Really cool looking. You can't see this guy's got some little glasses on. Very nice. Great addition to the set. Now the set itself, what can I say, guys? This thing is gorgeous. I mean, the details inside the record store are just really top tier. To start on the outside here, you've got a little sign here that says Spin Club, and it says tonight. Really cool. You've got an outdoor speaker to play the music along with a boombox. You've got a crate full of records here. More records here, cassette tapes. Some records in the window. And a display. Looks really cool. Love the printed sign. Love all the printed pieces in Lumibricks / Fun Hole sets. Here we have a street sign that says Music Club and Bus Stop. One thing that I am not a big fan of is mounting the boxes on the side. I do like that you can do that, but mine are always falling off. And of course, once I have the room for a city, I'm going to be putting them to USB power, so that's not going to be an issue, but you know. Interesting choice right here is this little DJ booth behind the store. There's a fan and a DJ booth and a soda, and there is a picture of one of the characters DJing behind it, but I don't know who they'd be DJing to because they're facing a wall. But you know, over here we have these exposed studs that I'm going to be covering with 1x2 tiles. We've got our trash right here, our pretty cool looking fire escape, some graffiti right over here, which is really cool, a couple of paint rollers on the floor, a lit sign, all printed pieces, no stickers. Awesome looking little ATM machine here in case you need to go in and you don't have enough money to buy the vinyls you want to get. Really cool. Of course, my wife walked in and saw this and said, "Another cat?" I said, "Hey, you got to make do with the pieces you have." So yes, we do have another cat in this set. He's up here on the banister. It looks like he's trying to figure out a way to hop up to the flag and get up to that bird that's on the very top of the sign. But we do have 3 levels. The first level is going to be the record store. Second level is going to be the spin recording studio, where hits are made. And then we've got a lounge or apartment type area on the top floor, either for the shop owner or maybe the artists that are coming by to record. We've got this really cool looking antenna out here and a little balcony area with some more printed graffiti there on the side. Beautiful, beautiful set, you guys. I just realized my sign is upside down. Fix that real quick. There we go. Now our music is going in the right direction. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this floor by floor. All right, so taking a look at our first floor, which is the record store, you can see that we've got lots of details. When you open up the set and you look inside, there are just so many cute details: shelving, record player, register, all the different tiles to represent albums in there. And I know that people have asked me, why do you put everything on a Mills plate? It's because it's easier to build on a Mills plate once you get the first base done. than it is to transfer everything to a Mills plate later. I don't have the room for a brick city at the moment, but when I do, I want to be able to just place my city together. And then other people say, much like with the Music Factory, yeah, but if you do that, you're going to lose the multi-form modular aspect of the set. And not true, because I learned from Brixie how to cut base plates. So if you come back over here to where we have our little DJ booth, that actually comes off, and it's on its own little tiny Mills plate. And then you can pop open the record store still, both sides still on a Mills plate. And now that we've got it open, let's take a look at some of the details. Right here, we do have a cute little hideaway for the cat. We've got a food bowl, we've got some storage, and we've got the cat food. Right? And then you've got the stairs leading up to the studio. And then in here, you can see the record store, which is kind of hard to see at this angle. So let's make that easier. The whole record store just comes out so you can check it out, and for playability. Now, there aren't any jumper plates in the store for the figures to stand on, but that's easily fixed. You can even put a little 2x2 plate on the bottom of their feet and then just have them stand up, which I've done before. Here you can see the register. They must be buying a limited edition rare vinyl. We've got the record player here, and we've got some albums for sale. Of course, the cat's got their own album. It's probably Cat Scratch Fever. Boom. And then on this side here, we've got Tropical Record and the Spin Record, which is the name of the brand here. But yeah, it's really cool that focus. It's really cool that that just kind of glides right in and then closes back up. There is a little thing that snaps there. Yeah, so I didn't lose any playability by putting it on a Mills plate. And then, like I said, we can snap our little outdoor DJ venue back on there. It just attaches to the back of the DJ booth right there. And there you go. All right. On to floor number 2. So floor number 2 is the recording studio, which is a really cool little build in its own. If you lift it up, you can look inside and you can see there is a recording booth right there for mixing and whatnot. It's really cool. It's more like a production studio, because other than that little silver thing, I think that might be a microphone. I don't know. And then there's a little lobby area here for waiting. And of course, since it is multi-form modular, that does open up as well. So we can see the details in here. And you can see we do have a little lobby area with some printed pieces here on the walls. And there we've got the picture of the character that shows up on all of the advertisements. And then we've got a beach record, some more things here, a light. Over here we have picture of the Brick Street Boys, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, guys. I know I'm very punny. And then over here on this side, we have the mixing area. We got a computer here, recording studio in use, printed sign. And then, as I said, inside is the recording studio, where you can see some of the details here. All printed pieces, no stickers. I really like this guitar over here. I kind of wish that guitar had been included with the cowboy camp instead of the plain orange guitar. I love the detail on it. Yeah, really cool. And then it's got the club sign that's there. I'm kind of, I don't know. I don't know why it would say club, because we got a recording studio, we got a lounge, and unless it's supposed to be just an advertisement for the club, it does have a little arrow. So maybe, I don't know, maybe they're doing like a makeshift club in the back with that DJ booth. Who knows? And then, of course, here we do have our windows. These windows do open. There we go. You can open it up, get some fresh air in the studio, but not a necessity. I always laugh at people that are describing the mocks and everything, and they're saying this would be great, but there's really no way for the minifigure to get up the stairs, so it doesn't make any sense. I'm like, they can't walk, right? I mean, this isn't Toy Story. But I see the level and passion that these people have and the level of realism that they want in these buildings. And you know what? I think Lumibricks has nailed it with a lot of this stuff. Some people say that they overpack their modulars with details, but hey, I'd rather have too many details than not enough. And Lumibricks, they've got this in the bag. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at our top floor. So the top floor has this really cool billboard up here that is illuminated when the set's put together. We've got the cheeky bird sitting up here just trying to tempt that cat to try something. All right, we've got the printed sign here. It says Spin Recording Studio. Really cool looking details down here on the bottom and this air conditioning unit right there. Over here we do have another printed graffiti wall with an overhead light and an exit way to the patio, which since we're here, I'll just show you the patio. This is the patio. It's its own little build. Oops, I knocked over the antenna. And it kind of just sits like that when it's all put together. I might think about building a little barbecue grill and put it out here. Maybe a chair. But the back, we've got a couple of windows. And you can see a chimney right here. And then the back of the billboard. And then, of course, here we have our fire escape, which continues upwards. And it goes to the roof. And then we have the other window here that opens. Because it's not really. There we are. Kind of opens and you can look in. And then the roof itself just kind of lifts off. And you can see the immense amount of details packed into this little apartment. This is just really, really cool. Well, entertainment center, music. But it is Lumibricks, so that means playability and accessibility. So let's get rid of this wall. Just lifts right out. And we can get a good look at the living room. And you can see right there, awesome details. One of the things I really enjoyed, along with say the graffiti bus stop, is how they hide fun hole sets in there. There's a light kit, and there's the camper van, which I've still yet to build. A toolbox. We've got some drawers, artwork on the wall. We've got a refrigerator, or maybe it's just a cabinet. I don't know, because it's not really a kitchen. Right there, we have a TV that does light up. We've got a VCR and an equalizer, some artwork on the walls. And you know what? This also slides out so you can check it out. So here we have our little lounge area. Someone left a drink on the couch. If I told these minifigures once, I told them a million times, don't leave drinks on the furniture. But there's the camper van. There's the light kit. Really awesome. Absolutely love it. And then this just fits in the little grooves that are here. And then slides right back in. And then the wall just sets right back in. Yep. Pretty awesome looking little deal. All right. It's time to put everything together and make sure it fits. All right, folks, here it goes. We're going to start by putting our second floor on the first floor. right, success on that one. And now carefully adding our third floor. Got to be careful with the fire escape. All right. Put our patio area on. Snaps like such. And then finally, our rooftop. All right, we did it. All right, folks, that's going to do it for my build and review of the classic Fun Hole record store. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash that like button. Consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Share it with your friends and drop a comment down below. What did you like most about this set? Anything about it you didn't like? I'd like to know. Also, if you'd like to pick up your own Fun Hole record store, now Lumibricks, to build and enjoy, I'll go ahead and throw my Lumibricks affiliate link down in the description below, as well as all my other affiliate links that you can take advantage of great deals on. And you can purchase your own set, maybe even start your own city. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me today. Take care of yourselves. And remember, when life starts getting you down, just take it brick by brick. See ya.
Neon lights shining bright, ooh yeah, dancing through the whole night. Let's go, grooving hard, feel the beat, disco moves, can't be beat. Stars above, glowing high, oh so high. Feel the rush, touch the sky, love the vibe. Mirror ball spins around, round and round. Lost in love, lost and found ourselves.